that you have pretty much everything in it. You got a journey. Woo! Big journey. Going home. A baby. A mass murderer. Music. Animals. Angels. Refugees. The kindness of strangers. The hardness of strangers. And some mighty big old special effects from the heavenly host. The nativity story. Pretty special. You know, whether you read from the Gospel of Matthew or the Gospel of Luke, it doesn't matter what text you use. They stand testament throughout the ages. Songs of the season round out the story, don't they? Yes, they do. Everybody knows cantatas. Do that. Unless you were a child like me and your mama made you dress up in an angel suit at 6. I didn't like that. Maybe some of y'all might have to do that. I don't know. I remember once hearing my Sunday school teacher say that the animals at midnight would kneel to the east. How many of y'all people out there in the pew had heard that story as a child? Come on, come on. I only see one hand now. Come on. There you go. I know you had, because I know a lot of people must tell that story. I sat up with my Mickey Mouse thermos and one of the workers on the farm in the big red barn, surrounded by all the animals, waiting for midnight to see about if those animals were going to kneel to the east. I had a big old army jacket on. We had wool blankets over us. It was cold in there. And I can't remember if they did or not, because all I remember being woken up and carried into the house. It must not even have been midnight. It might have been 9 o'clock for all I know. They found me asleep on a bale of hay. Story of nativity. Much more richer than all that. We like the Psalms. You got your favorites. You've got them today. You got them this week. O Holy Night. Awe-inspiring when sung in nighttime evening services where the words sometimes unfold general revelations. The holy night, the stars are brightly shine. It's this night where our dear Savior's birth. You know, we think about that. We think about all of these things. There is something more. Something more. Something else. We see Christmas trees. We see the rush. We see the TV and the radios all urging you to go here, go there, go everywhere. Get that Christmas present. There's something more needed, though, than wishes and presents. People, Christmas Eve, have only to look at the stars. Now, I know you've looked at the stars. I know you've gone to some Christmas Eve services in your life. Driving home, look at those stars, see those heavens. How great they are for inspiration and for hope. And even John Glenn, who used to look down from the heavens when he was in a space capsule. How many of y'all remember the time the astronauts were up there during Christmas and they read from the Bible? Remember that? Just nod your head. Yeah. I don't think TV shows would allow that today. It might offend some people around the world. Well, it's the other people's loss. This is the world in which our Savior was born. Yet something else is needed here, and it's more than just sentiment. Now we're talking about songs we love to sing, talking about remembrances of Christmas past. I heard an old Negro spiritual, of which I had never heard before Christmas time, that comes to mind once again. It's just an old song. Maybe one or two of you here today might have heard of this song as a child. What month was my Jesus born in? Last month of the year. What month was my Jesus born in? Was it January? No. Was it February? No. Was it March? No, sir, no. It was the last month of the year. Born of the Virgin Mary. Born of the Virgin Mary. Emmanuel, Savior, born in a stable, not on a king's bed. What month was my Jesus born in? Last month of the year. What does songs and words mean to you in the pew? I think it means the tide of human possibilities. Month after month, we humans love Christmas time. Even the most grinchy people of our world get a little more kinder at Christmas time. I went with a group of kids to sing Christmas carols to the highest ranking officer in the Army in the state of Georgia when I was at Fort Benning and a young chaplain in the Army then. And all the kids were there. We knocked on the door, and his aide-de-camp comes in and said, yes. I said, we're all here to sing Christmas carols. And the aide-de-camp says, the general does not wish Christmas carols at this time. Thank you very much, and closed the door. And as I turned around, the littlest kid in the back said, I guess we know where the Grinch lives. We look to the stars in the sky. We look to the earth. However, for this old world we speak of today, there is no dawn. Human potential has been explored to the 9th degree, and it's a dead end. What month was my Jesus born in? Last month of the year. What month? Last month of the year. Born of the Virgin Mary. God is with us. Emmanuel. What does all this mean, this nativity story? When the tide of human possibility has run out, in a technological world that doesn't want to slow down but speeds up, divine intervention takes its place, friends. On the stroke of midnight, in every other month but December, an executioner is due at the prison door. Even then, people stand or sit on the edge in the most distant extremity of human hope, waiting. Will there be a call? Will there be a reprieve? Across the world, I have been at sea in the middle of the Pacific, across the Atlantic, in places of combat, surrounded by people, agnostic, atheist, non-Christian, Christian, Christmas Eve. Some people happy, many people sad. Some people have not seen the birth of 4 of their 5 children because of their service. I think of all the people who do not have a church community, a family of faith, a family friends, a place to go during the holiday season. And see and realize how blessed are we that have all those things and more. Last month of the year, born of the Virgin Mary. It's no accident that these words appear, the Virgin Mary. The singer on the rider. It's no accident.